will, as soon as possible.
Talk. I need to mute you though, otherwise I cannot say.
No, it doesn't work, Ellis.
No sound. I don't hear you.
Then I'll just swap my scenes and do it again. Alright, try now.
The fun fact is, when you said, then I just swap, I heard you. Yes.
Oh, I swapped my scene.
It works.
Yeah, okay. The way I fixed it last time is I had to swap my scene to my the one I usually use, and then back.
Yes, it works, but yeah.
Get my script up.
So Wook poked me something, but I don't understand.
What does he say?
I don't know.
Send me.
Does that mean we play NC? I don't know.
We asked the other team.
Log out. I go VS. I don't want to Q spot.
They don't care.
They're fine with it? Okay, I'll go BS. Alright, well, now that we got that taken care of. Hi, hello everybody. Not a lot here yet, but go ahead and... this is the ZYZZ versus BAX match. It's going to be on Pale. And ZYZZ was going to be VS versus BAX's TR, but they've made a last-minute swap to make it NC versus TR.
Just type /organizer again instead of observer.
Hello everyone, I'm Snipson.
And I'm the ref. Don't mind me.
And I'm Galba Bebo. Let me turn off my Spotify.
How are you? This is the second match we are doing today.
That's right. First match was, I believe it was Winchester Flower Ranging Team versus Vode. So,
Very big match.
Yeah, that was a very exciting match. And then right after that, while we didn't cast that, right after was the Ram versus BAX match, another very close one. Very exciting to watch. So hopefully we're going to see another one of those close kind of matches. I'm a little bit biased since I am one of the leads of the BAX team. So I'm personally not hoping for as close of a match, but I have a lot of faith in my boys, so we'll see what happens. The ZYZZ team really should not be underestimated, though. They've been around for a very long time. Let me go ahead and put the roster up. The ZYZZ team is made up of quite a few long-time tournament players. There we go. For this time, so very experienced as well. And Pale is a very old map and has been around for a very long time, so we can expect them to know what to do on Pale. Same goes for the BAX team, though. For the BAX team, we have Cross John Dirtle, Himhan, Ryan, Slendy, and Zyros. All 6 of them have been around for a very long time in terms of things like Open League and tournaments, the only exception being Slendy.
Gone again,
What? Really?
Yes.
How is that possible? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's the transition. Let me remove this. I wonder if the transition noise, that it makes, It's like taking up my audio. That would be an
Hmm.
interesting.
That would be weird though.
Yeah. I'm gonna remove.
You should just audio better in the future.
There we go. So I've removed all of those transitions. Can you hear me now? Ba 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 ba.
Yes, I can
Okay.
hear you.
I'm assuming that it was a bug with the transitions inside the obs. We'll just assume that for now. Anyway, what I was saying, both. Going to be an exciting match, nonetheless. What do you know about the ZYZZ team, Snipsel?
I don't know anything.
You don't know very much
them.
about them? Okay.
There are
I
Australians.
played them.
Some of
today.
them have high blood pressure if they're in other countries.
I have
there are
info if you want.
Australians.
Yukino is not Australian.
Yukino's not Australian. No, he's actually Chinese as far as I know.
Yep, Lightning Ayan, someone you might have crossed on Miller server or other servers
Yeah.
actually.
Just getting the
Yeah, I need to
And
text as well.
last few things in here.
No,
it's
I
a
can
0.
tell you
Gelos.
something
I
about
just
the BAX
checked.
guys.
Yeah. PG-16.
How was this free? Okay, they're actually still waiting on one.
All right.
Wook. Always late.
Yeah, Wook's been around for a very long time. Is their dedicated light assault, I believe. Am I right about that? I believe he's usually their light assault. And he is usually a bitch to deal with too.
I see Phelan as an LA.
Okay. Yeah, I might be thinking either Bolter or LA, but I know he's one of the two other roles other than heavy. But he's a bitch to deal with either way. I know this from first-hand experience.
I think Yukino's gonna bolt.
Okay.
He bolted earlier against us. And Wook was a heavy together with cannot remember his name. Black and Blue is his nickname on Jaeger. Big Iron, I think. Was Big Carry.
Did we lose Iron?
Wook was a heavy together with
I don't know. Wait.
I cannot remember his name. Black and Blue is his nickname on Jaeger. Big Iron, I think. Was Big Carry.
Did we lose Iron? No, we're good.
I heard you.
Nope, your audio is fine.
All right. So we're still waiting on Wook, or oh no, actually I think he might be here now. We got 40%, 40% now.
Spotted an enemy heavy. Enemy heavy spotted. Spotted an enemy heavy. Enemy heavy spotted.
I think you really have more voice issues.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with it, but hopefully taking out those transitions have fixed it. The big
But I
iron.
thought
The big 1v4 against us. He clapped us hard. Holy shit.
Yeah, again, the ZYZZ team has been around for a long time, and they know what they're doing.
And they are laggy. Oh wait.
I mean, there's no secret about that. They are legitimately very laggy. In fact, during Dirtle Dome, they had a member named Ching who is basically the whole reason for the if your ping is so high that you cause problems in the match, you're going to be banned. He's literally the sole reason for that.
Yeah, a great clip of his Max. Just,
Oh, yeah.
ignoring 2 walls and flying downstairs.
Looks almost here. Yeah, that was that was an interesting match. Quite literally walking through the wall with a Max, going down fat during a Godin match. I believe that was against the Blop team at the time.
Yeah, I think it was Blob. Oh, we have 1 joke practice accounts? Who's
Yes,
playing
that's
it?
Him.
Him? Oh,
Mhm.
Where did you found him?
Well, he has not been around for any of the practice for a lot of the practice matches, but he finally was able to show up. I think he had a lot of finals and
ready,
things going on.
Gabo?
I am ready. Are they finally ready?
Okay, we go 30.
30 seconds. Okay, that's good for me.
30, okay. Oh, I forgot to switch to Windows.
Five, 4.
Holy shit, my screen took me.
All right. So on the BAX team, looks like we got a classic lineup. All heavies, a 1 bolter, I believe. For Pale, you really don't necessarily need an LA, so that's not too surprising to not see an LA right off the start.
But we see 1 foreign C
Mhm.
going for the flank.
Yep, the ZYZZ team, LA is already heading up to the roof of the BAX team,
Working Snips.
Yeah,
and he's getting a pick off a window.
Yours for the first half, mine's crashed.
Slenny gets the quick pick off that LA that flanked inside, but he's going to get flanked here in just a second. And he goes down.
You are better than this. Show them.
ZYZZ team's probably going to hold on to this building for a minute. Dirtle does get a pick real quick. He's going to have to wait a little bit until his whole team comes back. I believe they got full wiped in there. Yep, Dirtle goes down. ZYZZ heavy now on the roof, trying to get a couple of spots, a little bit of damage off on people. Oh, 1 very, very aggressive him hand running into the side door of the ZYZZ building, but actually gets the pick, gets away with that, goes down to the LA though. 1-for-1 trade. Not a whole lot he could have done after that. His whole team is trying to take back their building right now, it looks like. Bottom floor is now secured for the BAX team. They probably have enough time to push the point. I believe there might be, 1 ZYZZ heavy on this point itself. Coming around that spire. Gets the pick off them. They're going to have point control for a few seconds here while the ZYZZ team comes back. Oh, and they're already back. ZYZZ team now in bottom lobby of their own building. BAX team probably, I've seen most of the time they're going to push this through. They don't really want to hold on to that point area itself. There they go. Getting 1 picked off, another picked. So far, 2 ZYZZ heavy still left inside their bottom floor. They're probably going to hit point now. Yep, there they go.
The ZYZZ team is really group up all the time.
Yeah.
You rarely see separate players from them.
The BAX team is actually mostly grouped up except for Himhan. I saw him run out to the side door of ZYZZ's building, which was a bit of an interesting decision, I would say.
1 guy dropping down across John on point who played in his loft cubby.
Yeah, Zyros and looks like Zyros and Slendy both playing point control right now, just trying to get more time on that, so that way they don't have to worry about that cap later. Right now we're looking at 24-28. BAX team leading a little bit. So if they can get the cap, that's going to be a pretty good solid lead for them. BAX now running inside the building. Oh, 1 ZYZZ heavy gets a pick. Oh, all 3 of them go down. There was a crossfire in the back. Not a great push there for the BAX team. They were really looking to clear this building out and get those spawn kills.
Rise to the moment you can prevail.
ZYZZ team now pushing point itself. I believe they've had enough time to regroup at this point, so they're probably all going to hit point or go side door. Yeah, most of them are still trying to hold up inside their building. They're getting too much damage on them to be able to push this out. So they're getting pushed back inside the building, and I'm more than sure that the BAX team's going to try and push them through. Oh, but one ZYZZ Heavy actually held them both off. That was Daddy's Got Legs? Got Games, that's the one. Daddy's Got Games actually held off two BAX Heavies going inside. Good picks by Crosstown, yeah. Unfortunately for him, he does have two ZYZZ Heavies coming from the balcony. Doesn't matter though, it looks like actually someone else dealt with him inside.
Now he pushes? Nope.
But we do have two more ZYZZ Heavies headed on from the point. They're not in a good spot though, they're getting crossfired quite badly. Oh, here we go with the BAX flank. Goes down before he could do it.
But BAX is pretty close to cap.
Yeah, if they can get the points capped, that would be a good solid lead. Like I said earlier, that's 18 points that you get for free just for holding on to at least the center square. Now it looks like we got Himhan running back inside. Likely going to post up in a spot up here, maybe on the windows, possibly on the roof, try and get the bolter off there. Actually, has this been playing a bolter at all? I haven't seen one yet.
Well, I don't see one.
That's surprising. For Pale Canyon, you'd really expect a bolter on both sides, because it's just a lot of control. Oh, actually, there is the bolter. Okay. Himhan's actually running a suppressor, interestingly enough. Oh, he goes down, though.
There's no downside to suppressors anymore, so why not?
I suppose that's true. I
Need 1 second clutch, though.
Yeah. ZYZZ holding on a point with that 1 second left on there. BAX team really needs to push them through and actually get that last couple seconds back on it. Got Ryan trying to get this last guy inside of his building. He is getting pushed though. He's got two ZYZZ Heavies coming in from point. Three ZYZZ Heavies coming in from point. Dirtle goes down. They're all going to run up this stairway. If they can get crossfires on them and maybe get the kills on them, they can push point. But it looks like they're actually going to maybe go down here. Oh, one Heavy actually just ran right through. Didn't even realize he was there. We got another ZYZZ Heavy on the roof here. Trying to get some more damage, a couple more spots. Trying to get people to stay away from that building. Just trying to keep the time on the point. Because they know if they have to deal with BAX plus 18 points from the cap, that's going to be a really hard thing to get through.
Very close game though.
Still 70-76. Very close. Zyros goes down to the very aggressive ZYZZ Heavy. Crosstown kind of running in here. He's probably going to clear this the second floor if there's still a person up here. Doesn't look like there is.
3 kills in a row from ZYZZ. Holy shit.
Crosstown going for this one guy left? Yeah, he got him.
Yeah, that one guy was alone in there. Got 3 kills before Crosstown came in.
That's it's not great. Not a great showing there by the BAX team for kind of all feeding to one man. Here we go with Slendy. He's running in from second floor down. He's going to have to deal with this guy on the side door, though, and he goes down to him. Looks like Ryan cleans it up for him, though. They got a bolter inside. Very aggressive bolter. Oh, but Ryan goes down from the point heavy, the Yukino. Time is now halfway back over to ZYZZ's side. Himhan trying to get the pick off of the balcony, gets it. Crosstown's hitting the points here. He's got Dirtle to back him up, and he looks like he's got, I think this is Zyros here on the side. What they're likely to do here, because this is what we just saw him do, is probably hold on to this point from the actual angles inside the point. And then once ZYZZ really tries to push, hopefully they can get some picks out of that. ZYZZ kind of playing conservative here. Going for some bolt kills. Probably people on the balcony, I'd have to imagine. Yeah, here's one, just kind of waiting for his moment. BAX is kind of expecting this, though. They had the people on side door. They had the person on that spire over there waiting.
Yeah, BAX is surprisingly playing a lot of people at the point area all the time.
They're playing surprisingly conservative, considering how aggressive of a team it is. And what I suspect is happening is they're going for the point first, getting the cap, and then they're going to play the aggressive players that they're known for later on. Dirtle here trying to deal with some of these guys hitting the roof and heading inside. Dirtle actually getting a lot of picks as the bolter. He is, what is that, 14 points, so he would be that one there. So he's got 12 kills on only 4 deaths, and like we were saying before, bolters on Pale incredibly strong because they have just a massive open sight line, and they're very hard to kill.
That is if you don't have a bolter contesting him.
Mm-hmm.
Which I haven't seen Fullbane do. I mean, it's always been.
Yeah, the ZYZZ bolter has definitely been playing more aggressively, kind of like you would expect a heavy to be playing. And it hasn't really been working out, to be honest with you. A little bit of a point battle here happening. BAX just kind of holding up from the windows. Crosshon going on a point, getting the pick off of one man. There's another BAX heavy on the balcony. No, actually 2. They might push this side door and clear out the lobby.
All the BAX guys are somehow at the point.
Oh, interesting to see the ZYZZ bolter just kind of running right on the point. Again, very aggressive. Did not really work out for him there either. I actually thought he was going to hit the spire here and get a pick off from the spire. A very strange angle to see a bolter from. And we have ZYZZ once again playing the very aggressive kind of right on the door. Not a lot of cover there, but just kind of keeping ZYZZ away from hitting the point. Dirtle once again in a very good spot to get a quick pick here. ZYZZ is now flipping the point once again. BAX backed off a little bit. This strategy of kind of backing off on the point and letting them come in, it seems like what they're doing is they're getting the picks off the point once ZYZZ feels confident enough to actually hit it. And then they're just hitting the point once again, just doing this over and over again. And while they're not getting the cap, it does seem like the strategy is just kind of picking the people off as they run into it is working really well for the BAX team. Right now, we've still got 112 to 126.
In kills and score, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, like you said, there are more losing time than actually gaining time on the cap point.
Mm-hmm. Lizard now running up to the top here, trying to deal with bolter. Yep, there goes Dirtle. That's a good pick for the ZYZZ team, honestly. If you can get rid of that bolter, you have a lot more avenues to run around. Because right now, ZYZZ has been just kind of stuck in their building, trying to push out, but anytime they go for these flanks, it seems like Dirtle must be there. ZYZZ is now in full control of the BAX building. BAX now trying to push in from the roof. Oh, but they're going balcony, interesting. This is Slender Guy, I think. He's going to hit point itself, head into his lobby from there. He's in a bad spot here, though. He's got a guy on both ends of him. 2 in front of him. And he goes down. Crosshon, see if he can clean up at least one of those, get that trade off. He does. Here's Dirtle here to get this last guy off point. No, 2 left on point. No, 3 now. Dirtle goes down to them.
Got totally back into the game in a matter of.
Yeah, ZYZZ came right back to it. Just getting that building control.
It's really interesting to see that this plays so close together, even if they have, they don't play scrims between tournaments, or do they?
I think they try to, but I'm not sure how many things they can get set up.
Cap right now.
Yeah, actually, the ZYZZ team does have enough time to cap if they try for it. It would be very difficult because the BAX team only needs to hold on to it for a few seconds, and then it would stop it entirely. But it is possible right now if the BAX team does not get their act together. Which it seems like they're just kind of running in and feeding here. My hope is that they kind of group up, push out the people that are in their building, and then they can get their point control back, but they only have 45 seconds to do it.
One TR heavy causing havoc in the ZYZZ building right now. Couldn't spot who it is.
ZYZZ Heavy's once again playing super aggressively on their own, on the enemy team. Gets the pick off of Zyros. Crossjohn going for this window, I believe.
ZYZZ roof right now.
Misses the roof, though.
For the point, 20 seconds.
Yeah, we do have, I think it's Slendy. Slendy hitting point.
Actually.
Might be able to get the second pick. He's got another pick.
No, they. Him and playing in the cubby now on the other side.
That was well done. There was 2 TR coming from ZYZZ building while the others came on point and everything worked well.
So
they saved the cap.
It was a good idea to save that cap because 18 plus on the ZYZZ team, just like ZYZZ having to deal with the BAX team with 18 points, that would have been a much more difficult thing to come back from for the BAX team because they're very even right now. Just saw Himhan get a quick pick off the side there. You don't see a lot of people use this flank most of the time because there's a bolter. But the ZYZZ team really has not been playing that super strong bolter on the roof the whole time. So actually, I'm surprised to see that BAX isn't flanking nearly as much on the side door. Now we do have ZYZZ just kind of surrounding the building. Not inside of it yet, but oh, they're getting pushed out on the side door. BAX is grouped up completely. They're pushing together now onto the point. They do have Bolter to deal with in the window. He's heading up to roof right now, though. If they called it out for Dirtle, he might be able to get that pick off him.
It's time, by the way.
Oh, yep.
My script is cuffed. You need to call that.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
All right, so we've got time. It's one. So far, we've got 154 to 160. And no cap.
162 to 154 is what I have.
Okay. Okay.
I need to screenshot that.
Yeah, that's fine. You're the ref.
In that case.
Yep, you do. I will do the second round. No worries.
I'm the ref now. Okay, guys.
You're the ref.
I'm the ref.
No, it totally started, and since they were already fighting inside, they didn't want to stop the game.
So what I'm looking at here is ZYZZ at 150. What did you say it was?
166, 154.
Okay. 166, you said?
62.
162, okay.
It's
So yeah, that would be, so ZYZZ is at 154, BAX is at 160, 2, according to your script. So pretty close scores, though. That is absolutely doable for the ZYZZ team to get that and then overtake it. So the BAX team has to be very, very careful here.
Yeah, I think it's really, really possible for the BAX team to lose this. What would maybe surprise the one or other guy. But I think the ZYZZ team clearly shows the better performance right now. BAX is really lacking.
They're lacking their aggressiveness that they're known for. I would say they haven't been playing super aggressively here, and they're conservative on that point. If I were them, I would be pushing into that building and actually holding onto that building. But maybe it's just too difficult for the ZYZZ team in terms of having to deal with them plus their lag, because lag inside of close quarters does have an effect in terms of having to deal with tracking and such. So it could be an actual effort not to deal with ZYZZ inside of buildings.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, very close scores right now.
Yeah, like as I said earlier.
Incredible close score for like all matches today. Like every match we streamed today, I think was very, very close to each other.
As I said earlier, I think if ZYZZ didn't have only 5 when we played them earlier today, it would have been quite the same as it is right now against BAX. Because ZYZZ was getting very scary already earlier today.
Yeah.
Just like LPS, it seems like the second week works very better for those teams that might have been a bit rusty before getting inside the tournament.
Yeah, that is a factor. Once a team kind of warms up to their particular team play, they get a lot better.
This is for me one of the most surprising teams, to be honest, in this tournament.
Always have been, to be honest.
I mean, the last Eurodome, they didn't have a lot of Australians in this team, as far as I know. think they had Dizzy Knight, Schnaxy, and a lot of Euros in their team.
Looks like we're going on 60 seconds now.
160?
On 0, rather.
Okay, in 60. Okay. You are trying to script again, Osprey?
Yeah, I'll have it ruined as well, just in case yours crash this time.
Oui. I will try to follow the red guys. "30 seconds.
Now the question is gonna be, are they gonna go full aggressive on the side door, as some teams do on Pale, or are they?
I don't expect it. It's not a super smart play to play every time, and this is more of a classical kind of lineup in terms of these two people. They're both a pretty balanced in terms of on Pale anyway. How they play. 10 seconds left.
10.
I can do a countdown if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're on.
Okay, my script started, no problem.
Let's see.
Mine started, but now let's see if it
Yes,
counts.
mine is working as well.
Okay. So ZYZZ coming out here with another 5 heavies and 1 bolter, and that's probably what we're going to expect on the BAX team as well.
There's a very quick flank on the side of the balcony from BAX. Yep, mine's counting fine.
Oh, here comes some of the BAX people. Likely going to hit this side door if they've got a little bit of momentum here.
Is this directly on point control though? They were just a little bit faster, I would say.
Ooh. Unfortunately, Ryan went down on side door there, but we do have more BAX heavies pushing in from point. Oh, but big wipe by the BAX team, yeah.
Annihilated.
I didn't see early
Beautiful
start
play.
from ZYZZ.
Yeah.
It was on red.
Smart moves by ZYZZ there. They just held off and waited until they had them on numbers, and then...
Trust John waiting here on the stairs, but now backing off, that's probably the best decision.
Enemy heavy
Because
spotted.
there are like 4 people running in this direction.
Looks like we got Zyrus in bottom floor along with Croshawn, trying to get these people out of their lobby. Croshawn goes down. Zyrus gets 1 pick. Can he get the second? He's about to go down himself. There he goes. Gets a trade, though. So far, we've got ZYZZ still holding on to that building. Interestingly enough, they did not put the points.
Danny winning the first engagement.
They did not actually put the points onto their on their side, so it's actually not counting down for the ZYZZ team right now. I'm not sure if they realize that or not.
Hey,
No,
wake up.
they didn't. I bet.
Cunt, who didn't?
I
flip
gotcha.
It's the
one?
typical, who? Oi, you didn't flip enough, cunt.
I wonder if Yukino is getting yelled at for being Chinese in this team.
Hey, wake up.
By the way, Gallows, you are... Oh, yeah.
Back in control of the
There we
building
go.
through the balcony again. Push on side door.
The score is fairly even
Mhm,
right now.
very.
We are having a slight lead.
Yeah, 178 to 182, no caps yet. ZYZZ still not getting the point control that they need, despite the fact that they did have the point control earlier, but they didn't count the timer down all the way.
Almost off full wipe for BAX on that last action. Very nice flank from the side.
Mm-hmm. BAX.
Flank coming in from ZYZZ on the balcony.
BAX once again playing conservatively here. Oh, well, I say that, but in reality, they do have a guy on the enemy balcony there and a guy on the enemy window. Just kind of holding off.
Behind BAX. I hope BAX is ready for that.
Enemy heavy nearby.
Yeah, Himhan wearing that with
Crouching on the
that
window
good
ledge.
old suppressed Himhan. Oh, but goes down anyway.
And he gets the
Yeah.
Here comes ZYZZ on the flank.
Yep, ZYZZ coming out from balcony. Yeah, BAX did not realize what was going on here. I think that was 1 heavy that kind of flanked everybody on balcony there.
He flanked all around the balcony and came from them.
Yeah.
Mano is with you.
BAX team really just kind of lacking the awareness that you'd expect from them, really. But in reality, they play very aggressively on this map, so you don't expect them to be in this building most of the time. So they just don't really have a lot of practice staying inside of their building. They're not aware of the things that end up happening there. Oh, very terrible push there by, I believe that was Ryan? Ryan, just kind of running right out there into the heavies.
Ryoni?
What's that?
Bolin waking up hard on that second half with 3 kills straight.
Him just kind of
Yeah,
holding
it's
into the
still
building.
The
super
bolt from
close, like-
NC.
I don't want to say that BAX wins that. I think the chances are better on the ZYZZ side right now.
Right now, well, it's even. 194 to 194, at least for me. I think you had a difference of 2 points.
Yeah, I have 2 points more on
Yeah.
the BAX side. But still,
Yeah, very
like,
close.
The point is definitely in favor, but we saw the point switching a lot in these matches in the first round.
Yeah, if the BAX team can get it together and hold on to that point, they'll be in a good spot here, but really just not seeing it. Ooh, Dirtle goes down from balcony there.
That was pretty sad to see.
Yeah, fun.
There's still so many of these people on the back all the time. I swear, like, BAX is might tilt from that.
Yeah, they're having to deal with a lot of guys flanking them, and they're just not. They're either not calling it out or they're just not responding to it fast enough.
I think it's
Not
the
aware,
aggressiveness of BAX there, because they don't position anyone holding the side door constantly. That kills them off a little. Because we see another heavy going again for
Ooh,
the
Dirtle
but
gets a
this
quick
time
pick
getting
there.
Picked off by Dirtle.
I find your
Oh, we've got an aggressive flanker here. Him once again, probably hitting that window, I believe. Yeah. Just trying to get the pick off of a guy in a corner here. Not really getting it, but he's going inside. See if he can finish this off. He goes right up on top of him before he starts spraying. Gets one pick. Almost gets the second. He runs out. Him now holding outside into the corner. Trying to get the pick off of another guy in the corner, but it looks like ZYZZ gets that one. So now two ZYZZ heavies. Yeah, two ZYZZ heavies on
Yeah,
point.
that's 30 seconds. Holding this point for 30 seconds is 100% doable for the ZYZZ guys.
Especially since they got the upper hand.
Mhm.
on kills
That
as
would
well,
give
so-
Right
them
now they
such
have
a
the
massive
momentum.
lead. I don't think BAX can make that well good again. Next BAX heavy gets picked off, but cross-jump trades.
Oh, Ryan goes for the trade there. Probably going to hit this point? Yeah, there they go. So they're going to just try to get this time on the point, but there's just too many people on it.
Until they kill them.
So it's just contested. It's not enough.
Oh, but he gets one pick.
One
That's
gets
enough
picked up,
time.
and that's the secure.
Yeah. You know what happened there? There was an emp that was thrown that actually that allowed them to get that quick pick off of that guy. So I think that was Dirtle that
Yep.
got the emp. Where? It was Dirtle even. I don't even see him here. Is he on the roof?
Dirtle is just everywhere.
Just the hand of God here.
Yeah, he's sitting on the roof at the
Look at that, another
typical
flank coming
corner
under
in
the
the head
balcony.
glitch. Really good positioning.
Crossshot now playing corner here, really wanting to make sure that ZYZZ does not get back on this point. Yeah.
Lizard going on the flank again on BAX building. I hope they're ready.
ZYZZ once again holding their building, just kind of waiting for the picks, and then they're going to use that momentum. Oh, and here come the picks. We've got that one flanker takes out two. ZYZZ now pushing point.
Left on the point now, but
Getting picked,
by
yep.
2 people. Nice, and now flip the point. Don't run away, guys.
Yeah, ZYZZ is in a very good spot here to hold on to this point for a few more seconds.
Although Ryan's coming from behind, they don't know.
Oh, here comes Ryan. So now these guys getting pincered. Although ZYZZ is now dead, so they can just use the building. Ryan gets one pick. He might be able to get the second.
On Ryan.
And you know what? Ryan actually just gave them enough time to get his whole team back. They're regrouped now on the point.
That was really, really
Yeah, Ryan
well
really,
done
really
there.
saved that. A lot of saving kind of moves here.
Yeah, but the issue with
I
saving is
really,
that
really like how aggressive these teams
Mhm.
play. There's no
And
one who
another-
just waits for each other.
Yeah.
They're just
Again, these old
pushing and
picks.
pushing.
again Lizard gets a pick in the back.
Ooh, Fallen gets a quick pick off of Ryan there.
And he forces 3 heavies from BAX back in the building.
Yeah, we now have 3 backs inside of the top floor. Dirtle heading up to the roof. I think he's having to try to deal with the bolter, which I see him there. Oh, Dirtle gets the pick. ZYZZ now holding on to point once again, but I don't think they've got the control that they had before.
Like, my script right now says 6:30 left. 6:45.
Okay. Yeah, that's about what I have. About
The
6:32.
thing is, if they play it clever and just have BAX crash into them, they might just get net score from that, even though they don't get the cap.
Maybe. The BAX has not really been getting baited into that particular situation. They have been getting their picks, just getting on a point, but it's been a lot of trading is the problem. It so far has been...
The score is literally even
Yeah.
right now.
So far, it
40
seems...
to 40.
it seems like it's gonna be, if ZYZZ can cap this, they'll get the win, and if BAX can get a couple of picks, they're gonna get the win. So
And just saved the day there.
Yep.
And go.
once again, we have Himhan running out on a point. He gets
Himhan
emped though.
getting EMP'd.
Yeah, although he's in a safe spot, so he can wait for his shields now.
Yeah. He's hiding.
Slendy
Got
now.
more hype in the chat. That's like the closest game we had, even closer than Vodifat.
Yeah, this has been a very,
No,
very,
actually not.
very close match
close.
in terms of
It's
trading.
Another flank. Are they ready this time?
Okay, now the whole back
Look
team is
at
going for the
Lizard.
point and just securing
Look
it.
at
I guess
Lizard
they're-
going in the back.
They realized if they're not doing that right
Oh,
now, they
here
will
comes
lose
the
point
flank.
and losing
Lizard
that
once
is not
again.
good.
Oh, he gets body shot.
Yeah, Dirtle does have the body on him. He's in a bad spot here. Although he's near friends, so really he's okay. Croshan getting
No,
one
don't
pick,
forget to flip
goes
the
down.
point,
Failure
please.
is not the path of enlightenment.
Dirtle might be able to get a second pick out of
I
here.
want to point out that the one time this guys forgot to flip the point were literally the seconds they
Yeah,
would have needed.
that is
for the
true.
back now. That's a free
It was a
victory
long
for
time that
Bax if they
ZYZZ,
actually win
ZYZZ
it.
did not have that actually flipped all the way. It was like 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
Yeah, and that's what they
Yeah.
need.
Oh, here come the BAX. BAX heavies coming back to their building. Hopefully they can get their bottom floor back. Looks like they've already got it. Maybe their second floor? Looks like that's also clear.
And they got the cap back, and I think that's
Oh, nope.
what counts right now.
Here comes another flanking heavy.
Also a nice position there.
Wow, did that
Being a
did
little
that
bit
heavy just
higher.
shuffle the hell out of there? Yeah, Yukino. Literally 3 heavies on top of him. Shuffled right out of it. Goes down eventually to...
What's coming? Another flank from Lizard.
Oh,
Cross jump securing the point
Lizard
now.
has really been going off on these flanks. Ryan trying to get that Lizard flanker out of there.
350 left.
BAX once again holding on to point. Technically enough time to cap, but it's unlikely because of how little interruptions you can have at this
I
point.
don't think they're-
Yeah.
I don't believe in a cap.
No,
anymore.
yeah, at this point it's unlikely that anybody's going to cap. Well, I say the ZYZZ team could cap if they get the point back immediately here.
Oh, Crossjohn winning his engagement here.
Oh, but Croshan getting pushed by 2 goes down immediately.
I think he just got kangaroo.
We've got ZYZZ in here, just trying to get a conk out. Maybe get a little bit more time on that point. I know they don't know how much time might still be left. Croshan sometimes does run the script, so they might know how much time is left. Might not go for that point quite as much. And ZYZZ really holding on to this point. They want this cap.
They finally have the right setup.
Yeah.
now. They have one guy on the chimney, one guy in the cubby, but the
Himhan
guy in the cubby
just-
gets picked off now by
Himhan running into the
No,
point did
he
not
was
work out at
also-
all. Back side door, trying to just get some numbers back up
Oh,
inside.
he picks off Dirtle,
Oh, that's not good.
but Dirtle stopped the point again for a few
Yeah.
seconds.
Here comes the BAX heavies hitting the point again.
Who's stopping the point? Yes, the back
They're
guys are
back on
stopping
it. It's really going to be a game about stopping the point and getting the picks while you're at it. BAX is going to have a very hard time with this because they did not get the time they needed on that point.
Spawns are super late now. 20 seconds. only.
2:15 left
Oh.
and Crossjohn crashed. Needs to come on beacon.
Ooh, that is not good.
Oh, Crossjohn crashing right now could literally...
That could change the game there.
It's 10 seconds.
If Ryan could save this, though, Ryan's been known to save. Can he get in there?
3,
Oh!
2,
Nope. That's a cap for ZYZZ. That's plus 18 for them, and that's going to be very hard in only 2 minutes to get back. That's likely going to be a ZYZZ win.
Especially with a full wipe because they committed.
Mhm.
So it's not just plus 18.
Yeah.
There's like.
Yeah, that was a bad timing for BAX teammate to crash.
Crossjohn, get it better.
Oh man. Now we just have ZYZZ kind of playing that aggressive playstyle you actually would expect from both sides of these guys to be playing if they weren't hitting that point so much.
minute left, plus 30 almost for this. I mean,
Yeah, we are looking at 290 to 316, including the cap now.
Yeah, that is a
decided.
big score difference. Unlikely for BAX to come out of this.
Decided.
Durrell gets a quick pick on lobby.
Eyes open. Enemy heavy.
We got Ryan running in.
It,
Go ahead.
a crash happened,
Yeah.
but holy shit, what a game.
Yeah. Ooh, Turtle goes down.
Ooh, nice pick
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, Ryan going for the knife. Oh, trades with the knife.
And you see, Folding, we were saying that he had no impact on the first half. He is fucking plus 16 right now with his vote. 13 kills for 5 deaths. He totally
He's
took the
plus
place
10.
of Durdle. It's plus 16 for me. What?
Yeah. Your script is wrong.
Oh, it's only the second half. That's what I meant.
Ah, okay.
It was
Yeah.
negative before.
And that should be time for you. Yep.
So,
It's a 300 and C for
yeah, what I meant is like
330.
So what I'm looking at
Folding
is
to
328 to 298 ZYZZ versus BAX. ZYZZ actually did pull out the win there. That was a very close match until those last couple of minutes.
300 TR, 330 NC. On my script.
yep,
Yep,
that's basically
that's about right.
The cap plus the full wipe. That happened when they tried to flip it at the last
Congratulations.
second.
Yeah.
That
Very
is
ZYZZ team played
Pretty neat.
very smartly there. They held on conservatively to their building and then only pushed when they had the momentum that they needed. That was a very smart plays by ZYZZ. BAX, while they did have that kind of that brute strength that they were just pushing onto that point there with, ZYZZ just kind of flanking around and getting those picks really disrupted that sort of momentum that BAX would have ever had pushing into point.
Should we talk with the team captains or do we skip that? Because it's late.
We miss Laser for that. Laser's not around,
Yeah.
so maybe get Rook, but
No, I think we just skip
Okay.
that.
Well, before we ended there,
Yes.
post splash. What do we have here? Technically for tomorrow for the Eastern time people, but later on today for the Euro time people, we've got LPS versus BAX at 1800 UTC. That's going to be this was a win for. All right, that's it. Bye.
Amazingly
Yeah,
played.
very well played. Bye bye.
both
Nothing
teams,
to
to
say
be
to that.
honest.